Hi, I'm Attorney General Maura Healey. As you all know, Massachusetts is dealing with a devastating public health and public safety crisis right now. Overdoses from prescription painkillers and heroin have become an epidemic. In Massachusetts, 4 people die each day from opioid overdoses. Many more are rescued by Narcan and struggle daily with addiction. This crisis is affecting every community across the state, and you, our first responders, are on the front lines. We can't thank you enough for the great work you do every day. As a state, we're doing much to fight this epidemic, but nothing is more important right now than saving lives. And that's what the Good Samaritan law is all about. Too often, people don't call 911 when they witness an overdose. We need to change that.
The Good Samaritan law allows each of you to do what you have been trained to do in a medical emergency: save lives. Here's what the law says. A person who, in good faith, seeks medical assistance for someone experiencing a drug-related overdose shall not be charged or prosecuted for possession of a controlled substance. The law also protects the person who has overdosed from prosecution.
The Good Samaritan law removes a key barrier that prevents people from seeking help in an overdose emergency. Friends, family, or bystanders who witness an overdose can call 911 without fear of being arrested for drug possession. Since this law was passed in 2012, many of you have already made it a part of your practice when responding to 911 calls. Many departments are equipping their cruisers with Narcan. You are saving lives every day. This law is designed to help by encouraging people to make that 911 call when they witness an overdose.
We changed our mindset and looked at it as a disease as opposed to a criminal act. And it really did change a lot of people's minds out in the general public. And from that point on to today, we've reversed over 500 overdoses. And the impact, we were able to deliver 500 people back to their families with the hopes that they went into treatment. And we're not naive to think everyone would go into treatment, but that is our hope. You see the immediate gratification in the officer's face when they're out there and they're able to reverse an overdose. Someone that is not breathing and turning blue, and in about 60 seconds is sitting up and talking to you. It might not be the best conversation in the world because you just took their high away, but they're alive and the officers see the immediate satisfaction in that. Plus the fact that, we're a city of close to 100,000 citizens, but when someone overdoses and dies, the city becomes very small. Everyone knows someone. We'll put a face with those names now.
In Massachusetts, anyone can carry and use naloxone, also known as Narcan, in order to revive a person who is overdosing. The law says a person acting in good faith may receive a naloxone prescription, possess naloxone, and administer naloxone to an individual appearing to experience an opioid-related overdose. You may encounter community members who have their own naloxone. I encourage you to support and assist their life-saving efforts. Thanks to a partnership between the legislature, the Attorney General's office, and the Department of Public Health, cities and towns in Massachusetts can purchase naloxone at a reduced rate from the State Office of Pharmacy Services. The general public can get Narcan at most pharmacies, with a prescription from their healthcare provider or without a prescription at local pharmacies that have what's called a standing order. Narcan is very easy to use and it's highly effective at reversing an overdose. In a life-threatening medical emergency, such as an overdose, the window of time for saving a victim is very short. In fact, the fentanyl-laced heroin flooding our streets causes death more quickly than we've ever seen. You are the first and very best front line of defense that we have. Thank you for helping us save more lives.
If it wasn't for my friend who called 911 and stayed with me and gave me rescue breathing until the paramedics arrived, and if it wasn't for the paramedics having Narcan, I wouldn't be here today. I'd probably be dead. So thanks to the Good Samaritan law and first responders having Narcan gives people like me a second chance at life.
We thank our police officers for maintaining focus on our core mission, which is to preserve human life. That it's not about being judgmental or trying to figure out how the person developed their addiction. When they arrive at an overdose, the mission is to save that life. And we're happy that people can now call 911 without fear of being criminally charged, and our officers are carrying Narcan in the field so they can administer medical treatment right away.
People shouldn't be afraid to call 911 to save a friend, family member, or stranger in need of help. To learn more about the Good Samaritan Law and what you can do to help, please visit www.mass.gov/make-the-right-call. Thanks for getting the word out about this important law, and thanks for the great work you're doing every day to keep people safe. Together, we can fight the opioid epidemic. Together, we can save lives.